Solve the inequality 2 times the quantity 3 and 5/10 times t minus 2 plus 6 times t is greater than or equal to -2. Then graph the solution.
First, we have to use the distributive property to simplify everything inside of the parentheses. So we have to do 2 times 3.5t, which is 7t. Then we have to do 2 times -2, which is -4. Then I'm going to bring down 6t, my inequality, and -2. Next, I have to combine my like terms. My like terms are positive 7t and positive 6t. And when I combine that, I get 13t. Now I'm going to bring everything else down. And then I have to start undoing because everything is completely simplified. So when we start undoing, we have to use the order of operation in reverse. So we have to first undo addition and subtraction. And this -4 is connected through subtraction. So we have to undo it by adding 4 on both sides of the inequality. These two cancel out because that's 0 pairs. We're left with 13t is greater than or equal to a positive 2. Now we have to undo multiplication and division, and that 13 and the t is connected through multiplication. So the inverse is division. So therefore I have to divide 13 on both sides. This simplifies to 1, and we're left with t is greater than or equal to 2 over 13. That is the final answer, and we don't have to flip the inequality because we did not multiply or divide by a negative number. Now I have to graph. I'm going to do a really simple graph. I'm going to add 0, -2/13, and +2/13. Now we have to figure out where our circle should go, and we know it should go on +2/13. Now we have to figure out if it's going to be open or closed. In this case, it says greater than or equal to, so I'm going to shade it in. It's supposed to be a closed circle. Last step is to figure out what direction it's supposed to go in. If you read it correctly, it says t is greater than or equal to 2 over 13, so we need to shade in the greater than direction. Here is a problem I want you to practice solving, so pause this video and go ahead and try solving this. Now, a tip to solving this is to completely simplify both sides before you start solving for the variable. So that means combine like terms on both sides of the inequality before you start solving. Okay, the steps to solving this is to completely simplify and combine all like terms. So first I'm going to work on the left side, and I'm going to distribute this 5 inside of the parentheses. So 5 times a is 5a, 5 times 2 is +10, bring down my 4, and then I'm going to simplify the other side. So you can use the order of operation and work in parentheses first. So first I'm going to do is subtract 1 from 12.5, which leaves me with 11.5. Next, I'm going to go back to the left side. I'm going to do 10 minus 4, which is a +6, bring down my 5a. And then I'm going to go back to the right side, and when I do 4 times 11.5, I end up with 46. Now, if you look at both sides, they're completely simplified because there's no more like terms to combine. So now I'm going to start solving for my variable and use the order of operation in reverse. So in the reverse order of operation, I have to start undoing addition and subtraction. So I'm going to subtract this 6 on both sides of the inequality because it's connected through addition, and that leaves me with 5a is less than or equal to, and 46 minus 6 is 40. So now I have to undo multiplication and division, and this 5 and this a is connected through multiplication, so the inverse is division. So I have to divide 5 on both sides. So that leaves me with a is less than or equal to 8. Now I'm going to graph it. Really simple graph, 3 numbers. I'm going to use a closed circle on 8, and I'm going to shade in the less than direction. This less than or equal to symbol lets us know it's included, so you have to make a closed circle. And then if you read it correctly, it says a is less than or equal to 8, so you have to shade in the less than direction.